Welcome back, everybody. Taking a break from cooking, but we've got more delicious recipes, perfect for a wintry, cold day like today, coming up in just a minute. But first, we're going to talk to one of the pharmacists from Hometown Pharmacy, J.J. Allen from Oshkosh, the Oshkosh Pharmacy. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So first, before we jump into this topic, a lot of people right now are sick with cold and flu and all, you name it, they've got it. There's a lot going around. You guys are there to help. You have a lot of natural supplements that are you guys swear by, and you're very approachable at Hometown. That's what you guys are all about.
Yes, definitely. I think the one thing that we focus on is keeping people well. So a lot of our pharmacists are known as the pharmacists that don't like drugs, but what we try to do is leverage lifestyle and nutrients first. And I think one of the products you're referring to is Viricid with echinacea and elderberry and zinc, some things to support the immune system. That's very popular at this time, has been very, very helpful.
So don't just think you can handle this alone. It's always a good idea to go to the pharmacist, tell them your symptoms, and they can help you, get something that may help. Of course, always, if you're not feeling better, get to the doctor, but you guys are there.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, really quickly, wanted to talk about some of the Hometown Shopko pharmacies, how you were going to be filling in that gap.
Yeah, so Shopko Hometown Pharmacy provided a lot of great patient care for a long time. Unfortunately, a lot of them are now going out of business, so we've been talking with a lot of the Shopko pharmacists to figure out if there's areas and communities that aren't going to have a pharmacy anymore. We're looking to help fill in those gaps. So there are going to be a lot of communities in the near future where we're going to be filling those gaps that Shopko left. But it is with a heavy heart that we see them go, because they've been great partners for so long. But we're reaching out to those pharmacists to make those fill-ins where needed.
And we'll talk more about that as the months go on. But right now we're going to talk about something that's a really hot topic right now. You may have heard of it. You may have seen it on the news. It's called CBD oil. So first of all, JJ, what is it?
So that's a good question. So CBD oil is a very, very hot topic right now. It's something that, because it's something that's fairly new, that everybody is kind of looking at it as a panacea, it treats kind of everything. What we're finding is it's a good tool, but a lot of the research hasn't quite caught up to the hype. So there are things that it's been shown to be beneficial for, mainly insomnia, pain, anxiety, and so there are a lot of patients that we use it as a tool, but it's not meant for everybody, and there is some drug interactions and there is some potential issues with it. So the main thing is talking to your pharmacist and doctor before starting any CBD oil. And
just like everything, all different brands aren't created equal. So that's really, you guys do your research. You get the brands that you believe in. You brought a couple of different ones at different forms. So how does it come? And you said insomnia. That's something I think a lot of us suffer from. How would it work?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So first, with the different brands, so just like the supplement industry, the CBD oil industry right now is kind of the wild, wild west. It's not regulated like drugs are. So with medications like ibuprofen versus Advil, I'm always comfortable going with the generic. Unfortunately, for supplements and CBD in particular, that's not always the case. There's a lot of products out there that don't have what they say they have on the label contained in them, and actually can cause a lot more harm than good. So first and foremost, getting a good quality product. The one thing I always have people look for, as you can see on this box here, it says full spectrum. So all the studies with CBD oil, they use the whole plant. So it's not the CBD itself, it's the whole hemp plant that's been effective for it. So looking for the full spectrum, and then second, looking for certificates of analysis. So the company we partnered with is Ananda, and again, our pharmacists, nutritionists did a lot of research into these companies to find one that partnered with the university, Thomas Jefferson University, that has done some of the most research on CBD oil, and they actually have companies saying this is what's in there, this is what's not, and you can actually go online and look up for each product exactly what's in there.
And that's huge. If you're going to buy it, you better be buying the good stuff, the stuff that they've done research on. So it comes in a couple of different forms. Yeah. There is a dropper, like an oil dropper, and what is the one in the tin?
Yes, so the oil dropper is the tincture. That's the most common form. That's under the tongue, and that's one that it's been shown to have better absorption sublingually than orally. So the tincture is always people start, and then the one in the tin is actually a salve. There's not a lot of good data for topical use of CBD oil, but it is very safe, and there has been some People have shown anecdotal benefits with pain and specific site inflammation for bug bites and things. So this one, yeah, is a topical salve, but most of the data has been done on the oral tinctures, so the ones under the tongue.
So you basically do what, 1 or 2 drops under the tongue?
And that'd be something to make sure you talk with the pharmacist. Each person's dosing is going to be different, and again, yeah, it's a tool not meant for everybody, but most people would be 1 milliliter or 10 milligrams under the tongue, but it's going to vary depending on medications, age, other disease states, so something to work with the pharmacist.
The nice thing about, you know, you are in a lot of different hometowns, so you talk to your customers. Have you had customers who, you know, let's say had, you know, couldn't sleep or had severe anxiety and they use a little bit of this? What have you heard?
Yeah, some of our biggest success stories are actually people on chronic opioid medication. So a big issue in pharmacy right now is the overprescribing of opioids, the hydrocodone and oxycodone. So with pain, we've had a lot of success with helping people taper off of these pain medications and using CBD oil to help augment that. So that's been the biggest success for me. And then we've had a lot of people also, our goal is always help people decrease medications. So decrease medications like Ambien or Zolpidem that are ones that are shown to help for sleep, but they decrease sleep quality. So helping people to leverage something like a CBD oil has been very effective for decreasing medications and improving sleep, improving anxiety, and getting back to a normal function with no need for medications.
Do you need a prescription at all?
It's a good question. You do not need a prescription for it as long as it's derived from the hemp plant, which these products are. There's no prescription needed, but there is some gray area with it. So again, yeah, talking to your pharmacist about which products are legal.
Yeah, hometown pharmacies are all over in the area. J.J. Allen, of course, is at the Oshkosh location, but they're really approachable, and you know, it's like it says, hometown, like it should be. So thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate it, and stay warm, will you?
Thank you. I will.
And we'll put all the information and a link to their website on our